Hey everybody, Michelle with Michelle's Frugal Living here. Thanks for watching my videos. And today is Thursday, August the 6th of 2020. And yeah, I thought I'd come on and chat with you because someone reminded me it's been a little bit since I made a video and chatted with you guys. So yeah, if there's something particular you want me to talk about, I can talk about it. Other than Rite Aid deals, because I don't have Rite Aid in my area anymore. I still have my playlist up about how to coupon at Rite Aid if you need to learn about Rite Aid. And you can go to my YouTube homepage and look at those videos. Yeah, as for other couponing, I had been doing CVS for a while, and mostly because I had that extra care pass, which I canceled last week. So a couple weeks ago, I just decided I was getting rid of all my extra bucks and I was going to cancel that extra care pass, because every time I've gone to CVS since this pandemic has been going on, I didn't want to be there. And I was, and because I had to spend these extra bucks, right? And then I got more extra bucks, and then I had that $10 from the care pass that I had to spend every month, and I didn't want to do it. I didn't, and I know and canceling it, because I couldn't get it canceled online, and so I called the number, and then that was a bear trying to get her to go ahead and push the button and cancel it. Yes, I know I could spend it online, but I don't like to shop online. I'm not an online shopper. I have, but I don't like to. So anyways, I just spin it out, and that, I tell you, was really tough as a bargain shopper, couponer, to just blow $24 at CVS of all places, which has really high prices. So a couple of things I bought were actually on sale with no extra bucks back, and then I just bought some things that I use all the time. That way it made it worthwhile to spend the money on that. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna let it ride a little while longer before I really get serious about my couponing again. Part of my other problem is that, I give stuff away. I use the stuff. People I know buy it from me. They ask for stuff, and whatever. And then I always have this extra stuff that I bought. And so I go twice a year to a place and sell it. Well, back in May, when I normally go, of course it got canceled because of the pandemic, and so I didn't get to sell all this stuff, so it's just like, and then I was out still shopping and bringing more stuff in, and I was just like, I can't do that. It's like I rely on getting rid of boxes of stuff before, and then knowing that I'm still going to bring more stuff in. So I really haven't wanted to bring more stuff home, and just have to have more and more boxes pile up. So I've been trying to get rid of the stuff, and I have. But certainly not near what I would have gotten rid of back in May. So anyways, that's kind of like why I right now, for now, and I'm thinking in September when the other sale time came, I don't know. I'm feeling like it's not going to happen. Okay. Here in Indiana, our cases are really high compared to where they were back in the spring, and it's really maybe leveling off the past couple of days, but it's not dropping in new cases and everything else. So it's just better that I don't go out and do shopping right now. I just feel that way about it. And if other people want to do it, that's up to them. So, and I've been staying safe. I wear my mask. This is my little strawberry one I made. I wear my mask. I've been making masks like crazy because Indiana has a mask mandate now. For a couple of weeks now, in public you have to wear the mask, and in my area, several schools have gone back, so the kids need masks, and I've had a lot of people asking me for masks, and so I've been making masks like mad the past few weeks again to get caught up on having them. And I've already had people asking for Halloween and fall and Christmas ones. People are preparing for that. So I mean, and here's my big opinion about this pandemic. It's going to be here for a while. We're going to be wearing masks for a while. So, and I've been dying to make some Christmas masks. I haven't made any yet, but it's right there. I wanted to make some fall and Halloween ones before I got to the Christmas. So anyways, yeah, it's going to be around for a while. It's not just going to peter out and disappear one day. And especially, you know, with winter coming, and these kind of things always get worse when the cold weather comes. So anyhow, yeah, so I've been spending a lot of my free time making masks and everything. And me and the man, we've been working on some projects, and I've been to the hardware store probably more lately than going to any other type of store all put together. So, because we've been working on projects and fixing things. So yeah, that's kind of stuff I've been up to. I've stayed COVID free as far as I know. I haven't had it, and nobody I know has had it. At least nobody I regularly associate with. But I really do believe, because if you look at the reports about like these studies that are showing, like they're doing random samplings of how many people actually have it, and they're testing antibodies. There are a lot more people out there who've had it who never even knew that they had it, and which means the odds of me having come into contact with someone who has it is probably really been a lot greater. But you just don't know, because people can have it without having symptoms, right? So, I'm still taking precautions, and like I have noticed myself as time has gone by that I've gotten a lot more lax in being close to people and touching things that other people have touched recently and everything. But what I haven't been lax on is still using hand sanitizer or washing my hands after I've been touching stuff that other people have been touching. So I'm just not as precautious. Like, I found myself the last time I went to Aldi, and I got gas yesterday, and it dawned on me that I didn't like take a wipe with me, wipe down the shopping cart. Yesterday was the first time that I have bought gas that I didn't wash off the gas pump handle thing in the buttons. And I just got gas, but I used a wipe once I got in the car. I wiped my hands off, which I always did after I pumped gas anyways, so it was kind of like a habitual thing with me anyways with pumping gas. Yeah, I just found myself getting more comfortable with it, and that and everything. I still believe that it is very contagious, and hanging around people who have it is dangerous. If you're having a conversation with them and not wearing a mask, if both of you wear masks, you're less likely that you're going to catch it. So that's why we wear masks and everything. So yeah, that's my life going on right now, and still going to work and everything else. So as for my garden, it's been producing lots of cherry tomatoes, jalapenos. I got a bell pepper, and a bunch of these types of peppers. These I picked today, and we've got a couple larger red tomatoes, but I probably have like 100 green tomatoes, large green tomatoes that are just sitting there and just haven't turned red yet. And other people have tomatoes, so I guess mine are just a little bit behind everybody else. So but I tell you what, everybody, people at work are getting stuff out of their gardens. There's people who have brought in like bags of peppers like these and other varieties, and cucumbers and tomatoes, and we've had lots of zucchini and squash, and so I've been eating that, and pretty much oh, and I went and visited a friend because they needed some masks, and they have a pretty good garden, and they gave me a large purple cabbage, and also some more zucchini and squash, and some tomatoes, and which was really good. It was a good thing to get. So I've been getting a lot of free produce. Oh, and let me tell you, they had a milk giveaway. Prairie Farms did a milk giveaway in my area here in my county, and I wasn't planning on going. I don't drink milk a lot, but my man was like, "Oh, why you haven't made any yogurt in a long time?" And then I was thinking, oh, they're giving away free milk, I'll just go and ask for a couple of gallons of milk. And because I had not been to any of these food giveaways, I've seen where they've been advertising, and they've had some other big food giveaways where the National Guard brought in supplies. And I hadn't gone because I don't feel like I'm in need of that or whatever. But it was starting right after I got off of work, and it was on my way home, and I thought, well, I'll drive by, and if the line isn't long, I'll jump in the line, because milk's like $1.29 a gallon here, and I'm like, I'm gonna burn more gas waiting in some long line for this than it's gonna be worth it. I can just stop at the store and buy some milk if I want some milk. So the line, there wasn't many people there because I got there right after it was supposed to start. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll just get in line and everything else. Everybody got 4 gallons of milk and a 5-pound bag of Tyson chicken tenders. And I didn't expect to get that. I was like, well, that was worth the little wait in line for all that chicken. Especially because Tyson chicken tenders are really good, and I like them. And I haven't had any for a long time because I've eaten up all my stockpile that I had because I haven't been going to the store, right? And anyway, so now I have 4 gallons of milk. So I haven't. I'm gonna make some yogurt with some of that in my Instant Pot and whatever. But I haven't ever froze milk, but I've heard plenty of people say you can do it, and so I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna put some of it in the freezer and everything. So yeah, so anyways, my point being, I have been getting a lot of free food lately, and my man, he called it my food hoard. and so I just haven't felt like I needed to go to the grocery store and do any real shopping, because I feel like I'm a prepper. I've been a prepper for a long time, and the whole couponing thing and stuff, I have like big stockpiles. So for me, it's just been better not to go to the store. I will tell you this. When I go to Aldi, they still have been having limits on all of the canned meat products and their soup and some of the other things, I guess things that are more popular or whatever. And like limit 4. So what I have been doing is grabbing cans of tuna fish whenever I go and some cans of salmon to keep my stockpile up on those things. They talk about meat shortages, so it might depend on where you're at if there's meat shortages and stuff, and prices are going to go up. I was reading an article online that was talking about aluminum shortages in to make cans for soda and like in like canned goods and everything. So there's all kinds of different shortages out there right now, and it's like, if you think about that, and think about if you got sick with COVID and you're going to be laid up for 3 weeks. Let's say somebody even you did nothing wrong yourself. You just happened to have a coworker who came to work for 3 days being positive with COVID, and now you're exposed, and now you're being told you need to go stay home for 14 days and not go out. So if you think about how much food you have in your house, could you stay in your house and not go anywhere for 2 weeks, And then and which might not be a big deal if you do online shopping and you're willing to order food that way and have it delivered to your house, if you're well. But if you're sick and you can't go out, and let's say you've got some kids at home and a husband who's sick also, you should have enough food for 2 weeks in your house. I mean, realistically, that's what you got to look at. And that if you cannot go anywhere, what are you going to do? Now, me personally, I think having a year worth of food in your house it would be an okay thing too, if you got room for it. But certainly, in my opinion, like 3 months of food, because you think about losing a job, and I'm sure that's why there's so much shortages and like the shelves are empty in the stores, is because people have been thinking about this. But it's something that I have thought about for years. I have thought about it, and always have kept a really good food supply in my house, and food that you can eat without cooking it too. And if you have no electricity or whatever. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. And I think about maybe this experience with this pandemic is going to change the way people think about the way they live, and being prepared for emergencies and better, times. And some years ago, Hurricane Ike actually made it up here to Indiana, and just widespread power outages all over, everywhere. Like, and I went like almost 2 weeks without power. So like, lost the stuff in my refrigerator, in the freezer. You just, you can't maintain that. I didn't have a generator. I don't have a generator right now, and that kind of thing. So this I've been taking this time to reevaluate, and like I said, I've been trying not to go to the grocery store and go and do too much shopping, and use up the things that I have. And it's been a little bit of a practice, a very small amount of practice, because I certainly can go to the store if I want to. But yeah, it's good to be a prepper, I should say. That's what I want to say. All right, that's all for now. I think I've jabbered on enough. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.